My name is Sima Suon. I'm working as an athletic academic coordinator and I'm going on year 5 working here. I started playing sports at 3 years old. I've been a super athletic person my entire life. It was a huge part of my identity, something I became really good at, and then had a great opportunity to come to UMass Lowell and continue my track and field career collegiately. I'm a Lowell, Mass kid, born and raised. Got the opportunity to pursue my master's degree down at the University of Miami and spread my wings a little bit. When I came back home, I was really interested of returning to work here because I had such an enjoyable and positive experience.
If you could play another sport, what would it be and why?
I think I would probably play basketball before college. I was in a split decision between playing basketball and doing track in college. I had originally joined the USA Cambodia Basketball Association working with the men's side. Networking through the Cambodian community, I was put into contact with a couple of board members for the association, and with my background in sport administration and with being a Cambodian American athlete, it was something that I was super passionate about and wanted to see how I could get involved. I was a board member then, and then the next step to that was interest in developing a women's program. I knew that if I put it on my shoulders, eventually moving forward, the development and the progress is going to be there. I think just visibility was my biggest obstacle. I was probably one of the few Asian athletes on all of my teams, so I knew that finding elite Cambodian female athletes was going to be my biggest challenge. We relied a lot on social media. We relied heavily on the presence of the men's team when they went to go compete in 2019. So I kind of wrote off of their participation saying, hey, we just had a men's team go. We're looking to develop the women's program. My team, unfortunately, we live across the country from each other, so we didn't get to practice as much as we'd like to. It all comes down to your ability to kind of lock in and mentally focus and go out and compete at your absolute best. We met on Zoom frequently. Our goal was to meet every 2 weeks just to check in, see how everyone was doing. There was a lot of autonomy and trust in making sure that putting in your work, hitting the gym, doing what you got to do to make sure that we're prepared. We participated in the 3-on-3. It's a newly added event. It was added in 2019. Just the experience of being able to compete with elite basketball players that look like me is something that I've never experienced. The opening ceremony probably had to be the most memorable part of the entire trip. I think we all watch the Olympics and we watch the opening ceremony. We see athletes march out with their teams, and there's just a lot of pride that goes along with it when you're marching out there waving your country's flag. It lights a fire inside of you, but it also gives you chills at the same time. We were fortunate enough that at the games, each team was actually only delegated 30 seats. For our team to be 4 of the 30 people that get to march in honor of your country is crazy. This will be something that I can tell my friends and family 40, 50, 60 years down the line. It's going to be an unforgettable moment for me in my life. The hopes are is that we get more development, more interest in basketball on the women's side in Cambodia, and then for us here in the States, the goal is to keep recruiting and turning over every rock. In the initial process, my goal was, yes, we're trying to assemble a basketball team, but the more important part is that now we're creating a network of Cambodian female athletes. The big reason why I wanted to get into athletics and collegiate athletics was to be a representative, to be an Asian female in sports. It means a lot to me to be a face to other Cambodian female athletes. thankfully that there has been a team that's competed, that all of the reluctant Cambodian female athletes in any sport are super excited that they might now have an opportunity to represent their country, their culture, their motherland in an event and be not the only person or feel like they're the only person in their respective sport or area.